Now this movie is called Ciara and Beyonce, and it's one of those classic Ghanaian movies that was everywhere when it came out, especially the song.
Life so unfair, so unfeeling, oh despair.
Listen, as a Ghanaian, if you remember that song, you should be married and unemployed by now because there's no job. The economy is in shambles. If you're wondering who the fuck that is Ciara, played by Ghanaian actress Appiah, who has aged very, very well. Now listen, this movie, Ciara and Beyonce, is great, okay? It's great in all ways. Like, it's a mixture of everything. I don't remember it being so insane because maybe I was a kid, but watching it again, oh my god, listen, let's get into the movie. So the movie opens with this scene over here with many cars and bodyguards, because as you can see, the Beyonce in this movie is the president's daughter, and so of course she has to be a rich, entitled bitch. I don't know how president's daughters are, but in this movie she's a bitch. So Beyonce walks out of her presidential car and walks into her room, which has the most amount of furniture I've ever seen in anybody's room. Like, what do you need all these chairs for? Like, there's a sofa and a chair back to back, and what's the point of that chair? Like, what's the person sitting there going to be doing? Looking at the mirror? But I guess it's not too far from real life, how, you know, government spends too much money on things they don't need. You know, this is the president's daughter in the movie. So this entire intro scene is to establish the fact that once again she's the president's daughter and she's a bitch. And so she does a lot of interesting things, like lying down for a bit, you know, getting up to take off her blouse, changing into another shirt, you know, all the things that makes movies interesting. Why is she changing like that? Is she not supposed to be alone? I mean, I get that she probably doesn't want to show her ass on camera or whatever, but like, it's a movie. You're supposed to act like you're alone. So if you're alone, is that how you change? Because girls only change like that when there's somebody else in the room. And I know there are other people in the room, but once again, it's a movie. We're supposed to act like it's real. It's not that I want to see Nadia Buari's asshole. Okay, let's be guided in the comments. I know some of you are thinking that, you know, I'm just pointing out the technicalities. It's a movie, you understand? So she's supposed to change as if nobody's over there. You know, I don't know why they didn't do that, but okay. Also, I'm very sure Nadia Buari has showed her ass in other movies, so I don't know, you know, I mean, I'm not let's move on. So yeah, they have this long boring intro to show that she's rich, but the real comedy starts when her friend, who is also supposed to be rich, probably you know, like a minister's daughter or something, comes to visit her, and her very first lines in the movie are this:
"Oh, the president's daughter, Beyonce."
Girl, you can say that again and again and again.
Yeah, say it again and again and again so that the viewers will know that she's the president's daughter. Even though they are written it in the beginning that Beyonce, the president's daughter, you have to say it again because the viewers are dumb. Okay, the viewers are dumb. So say it again. I don't know who greets their friend like that. Like, Controller is a pastor's son.
I'm a pastor's kid.
If I see him, will I say,
Controller, a pastor's son?
And this is a good time to talk about the dialogue in the movie. And the dialogue in like a lot of these movies back then, like a lot of Ghanaian and Nigerian movies back then.
Am I right for all honesty?
Of course.
What do you think my chances are in the government? I mean, the parliament, to be precise.
Optimistic.
It's like they had to talk a certain way and try and polish it up, and you know.
What do you think my chances are in government and parliament? So
yeah, Beyonce wants to be in government, in parliament. Now I have to mention that this information completely useless throughout the entire movie. Like, doesn't appear again. This is just conversation between she and her friends. Like, there's no storyline where she tries to go to, nothing like that. Once again, the conversation over here is to drive it into your brain that she is the president's daughter.
Politics in this country is no longer survival of the fittest. It has rather become a game for caliber.
Politics in this country is no longer a survival of the fittest. It's the...
You don't worry. You've got the Speaker of Parliament's daughter for a friend. I will pull the strings.
That's my girl. I trust you. Hey, give it to me.
Yay! Yay!
This is what I'm saying. What the fuck is that? Like, the dialogue is so exaggerated.
Hey, give it to me.
Yay! Yay!
Hey, that's my girl. Hey, give it to me.
Is that how rich girls talk? I mean, I've hung around a couple of rich bougie girls, but I've never seen anything like this. But this is what I'm saying about these movies. They needed to show you that these girls are rich girls. Even after everything they've said, they had to put the hey, give it to me, because that's what rich girls do. I don't know.
In politics, it takes much more than that. I mean, gone are the days of Kwame Nkrumah, the Zig of Nigeria, among others, who rattled the podium with well-orchestrated oratory, spies with raw intelligence and laudable ideas.
Who talks like this? Who? Who talks like this to their friends? Who?
But today, in politics, all that there is blackmail. In politics.
Yeah, she's right, because politics is not the way it used to be, okay, like in Kwame Nkrumah's time, okay? Now it's too shady, okay? That's politics.
In politics.
That entire conversation goes on for so long. All the information in that dialogue is completely useless to the movie, okay? Completely. None of it comes back in any way.
As a matter of fact, you are speaking to a member of parliament.
Yay!
So now we move on to the next scene, which is the main point of conflict of the movie. This is the scene where the story starts to move. This is where the movie should have begun. It should have cut out all that fucking thing in the beginning. And this scene, that's all I can say about it. Let's watch it.
I'm no sense, guys. Hurry for money. Which money? Hurry for money. What money?
So now we are introduced to Raj, played by Vicker, who gets robbed and shot in broad daylight in Accra, which is, you know, I mean, you can get robbed by getting shot like that. You know. And that is Sierra, who happened to be at the scene of the robbery. Why did you have to shoot an extra shot? Are you trying to draw attention to yourself? Oh, I know why. Because once again, they have to show you. Okay, they have to show you, put it in front of you like this. These people are armed robbers. Okay, they have guns, and so they're going to shoot an extra shot in the sky to draw attention to themselves after committing a crime. Now, before we go further, let's all keep in mind the fact that this guy just got shot twice in the chest. Vicker, they shot you over here. The blood is over here. So why are you holding your stomach over here? What's going on? So Sierra wanted to run away like a bad person, but Vicker, with 2 bullets inside him, starts calling for help. And then she comes to help him and ask him the question of the century. I know it looks like he died, but he's not dead. Okay, he's alive. Don't worry. Vicker is alive.
Are you okay?
That's not the question. I know it sounds dumb, okay? You just saw him get shot. I asked him, are you okay? But that's not the question, okay? It's coming up.
Are you okay? Can you drive?
Oh my god. Guy who just got shot twice in the chest. Can you drive? Oh my god, help me, help me.
Are you okay?
Help me, I'm dying.
Can you drive?
What kind of stupid question is that? Are you foolish? Can't you see that they just shot me? You're asking me if I can drive. Even if I can drive, what can I do at this point in time? You are a very foolish girl. That's why they fucked you up in a movie. You are foolish. Now take note of Vicker's face over here, okay? Very fresh and very clean. So Sierra goes and gets a taxi. She comes back and Raj is still over there rolling on the floor. Keep in mind once again, he got shot twice.
Hurry up, hurry up. You okay?
Now, I might be the dumbest person in the country when it comes to health, but even I know that if somebody is losing blood, you sit with them and apply pressure on where the blood is until they get to the hospital. Is that not what? Is that? Listen, let me know if I'm wrong. Okay, once again, when it comes to health, I'm completely dumb. I don't take care of myself at all. But Sierra doesn't do that. Okay, she goes to sit in the front because she's a lady and she doesn't want to get blood on her black clothes. Now they get to the hospital and all of a sudden, Vicker's face is quite different. Once again, I'm very dumb when it comes to health. Maybe, you know, you can start bleeding from his mouth after not bleeding from his mouth for so long.
Who brought him here?
Now, it's very important that we recap a couple of details over here because moving forward, it gets a little bit confusing. Now, we already know that Raj has been shot 2 times in the chest. It even looked like the neck. It looks like they shot in the neck a little bit, but the blood in the movies is on the chest. So, yeah, on the chest. He was on the floor over there for all that time where Sierra saw him, asked him the stupid questions. She went away to look for the taxi driver, came, they put him in the taxi, she sat in the front, and then took him to the hospital. He's still alive. No pressure on the blood, no form of first aid whatsoever. He's still alive. Now they get to the hospital to give him treatment and the nurse says this.
I hope you came in with a police report.
Police report?
No, I'm sorry. The doctor cannot attend to him without a police report.
Alright, so the doctor cannot attend to him without a police report. First of all, that statement is not factual because I asked a real doctor in real life, shouts to my guy, Mr. Sedega, who is a doctor. I don't know your hospital, I would have plugged it, but I don't know your hospital. But according to him, they may require a police report, but they can still treat you without it. They don't need it to save your life. They just need it because, you know, criminal stuff or whatever, paperwork. Now at this point, the sobolo and the tomato paste was finished, as you can see over here, and also the girl pulled his shirt down and the chest looked clean. This guy is probably Wolverine or something because the gunshot wounds don't exist, and also he's still alive.
We can't do anything without a police report.
Can't you see a dying man lying before you?
Listen, Ghana's healthcare system is not the best, I can admit, but it's not this trash. I mean, taking a dying person in a taxi instead of an ambulance is a very, very normal thing in Ghana because there are more cars for government officials than ambulances in the country. But it's still not this trash, I'm sorry, at least in my experience. Moving on, Sierra goes to the police to get a police report and the police are acting unnecessarily stupid. Ghana's police system is not great, but it's not this trash. In this scene, they made the police look incredibly stupid. You won't believe some of the things they said. Like, let's just look at some.
Good afternoon, officers.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
How can we help you?
I was asked from the hospital to come here and get a police report before they could attend to a dying patient.
Police report for what?
For a man that was shot by criminals.
Or for a man that was shot by some policemen. Is that what you are saying?
What kind of stupid question is that? Who wrote that in the script? She just said the person was shot by criminals.
No, officer. But a man that was shot by some criminals. I saw the whole scene and I took him to the hospital. And he's now lying helplessly in the hospital, awaiting a report before he could be attended to.
Are you saying that you witnessed the whole incident?
Yes, that's what she just said.
So where are the criminals? Where are they?
Oh, Jesus Christ. This scene is so incredibly, like, it's so stupid. I never knew that a witness was supposed to come to the police station with the criminals. What you're supposed to do is supposed to catch the criminals and come and show them to you for you to know that it was real.
They entered their car and they drove off.
Drove off to where?
Like, it's unbelievably stupid. I can't believe that they wrote this in the script.
Officer, how am I supposed to know that?
Exactly.
So, madam, where is the man?
Listen, I think they let the police improvise. I'm sure they just let them improvise. It's impossible for someone to sit at a computer and write these lines.
I told you he's in the hospital.
But you're supposed to have come with him here first, even before going to the hospital.
Yes, when somebody gets shot and they're dying, you don't take them to the hospital to save their life. You take them to the police to get a report first before you take them to the hospital to save their life. Once again, I refuse to believe that somebody sat down at their computer and wrote this script. I've not looked at the script right there in the credits. I'll look at it. Whoever it is, I don't believe that you wrote this. And if you did, how did you get a job? How?
Then could someone please follow me to the hospital and
do what? Do you think you don't know our work that you can come here and dictate to us?
The only accurate police thing in the scene is the way that guy is talking.
Look here, young lady. If you don't live here, I will throw you inside cell.
If you don't live here, well, I will throw you in cell. But the main thing over here is that through it all, okay, through her going to the police, having that whole interaction, coming back to the hospital, Raj is still alive and is still bleeding out. He's alive enough to even cough and start. At this point, you can see that the sobolo and the tomato paste has stayed for too long that it started to look like chocolate. So that scene ends with Gloria Safu before she was thick and bootylicious, giving Sierra some kind of prescription to send Raj to a pharmacy. Going to the pharmacy when you're sick instead of the hospital is a very, very Ghanaian thing. Like, you could be, if somebody found out they had HIV, they probably could go to the pharmacy and ask them for paracetamol.
hurry up, hurry up.
So Sierra takes him there, they give him treatment. She goes to meet Raj's mom and takes the mom to Raj, and Raj is fine. Now, while all of that is going on, Beyonce and her friends are also having their own discussion in their house.
I have gotten the note from my father. Yes. You see, I have heard repeatedly about this game. The terrain is rough, this is tough, and that is tough, whatever. But
Another scene with completely useless information that does nothing to further the plot. Beyonce is telling them that the father has gotten her into politics, as I was saying in the beginning. And then in the scene, they do this.
I am here to prove a point.
The game is tough.
Lily, I'll play. See, I am a woman. And I know the enormous power that I possess. I know my audience.
Good. Now you see, it is only a tactless one that fails. All we need is precision and persistence.
Is that a slogan that you have in your friend group? Is this something that you guys say all the time? Because it seems like a very long sentence for all of you to be able to say together. Let me know if you have a friend group and you have a long ass slogan that you guys all say together. Let me know, okay? So 3 weeks later, Raj is fine, everything is fine, he's healed and all. But then he has a problem. He's looking for Ciara. He's looking for the girl who saved his life.
Is anything the matter? But you've not been your usual self.
But he can't find her because his mom didn't take the girl's number, and so he has an argument with his mom, you know, a short argument.
Mother, you were very careless. I don't believe it. How somebody can save my life and you don't even get their phone number?
I won't have you talk to me with such a tone.
Raj's mom is played by Kalsum Sinari before she was thick. By the way, that woman's transformation was very shocking. Like, we all knew her for being incredibly slim. And then all of a sudden, one time she did a movie and she was big. We don't know how it happened, but we are glad it did. He's looking for her all over. He's asking people around the neighborhood, but he can't find her, and he's very, very desperate to find Ciara.
Ciara, where are you? Where are you? Where can I find you?
Bro, that phone, classic, bro. It was everywhere. I used to play Asphalt 6 on that phone. So fast forward, Raj and his friend go to the club one night, and this brings us to the scene that we played in the beginning. And over here is where we get the greatest R&B performance in history.
Queen Ciara! It's exciting, baby, you should know I like it. Can't deny it, everything you do is magic.
Now, when I first heard that song, I took a step back, okay, because the melodies, the composition, the lyrics, everything in the song was so trash. I don't know, did they make Jackie Appiah write the song herself? Because that's the only explanation, because she's not a songwriter, so you know. So we're not going to hold her to a very high standard of music. But if not, somebody was paid to write this song, fraud, okay, biggest fraud in the history, because what is this song? So Raj finds the girl and he says to his friend that he is in love with the girl.
She's a club girl. Damn, I've already fallen in love with her.
So, I guess, love at second sight.
It's just your touch, the way you show me love. I make it up to you that you won't forget.
I don't know about you, but if I was in love with somebody and I heard them singing a song like that, everything will vanish. Okay, the love will just evaporate quickly.
When you feel it, don't hesitate to take it. It's like a mustard seed that goes from the heart.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first man in history to take a selfie.
It's a mystery, oh girl, I know you feel me, cause love is a dangerous game of the heart.
Wait, did she say, oh girl, I know you feel me? Is this a lesbian song?
Oh girl, I know you feel me.
Back then? Because if it's a lesbian song, I've changed my mind. Okay, the song is nice.
Doesn't that make you gay?
The way Jackie Appiah took the Teen World Cup is what makes it 100 times better. So Raj goes outside to meet her and gives the most underwhelming proposal I have ever heard in my life.
Ciara. Hi, Ciara.
Why are you breathing so hard? Well, how long did you run? It's just from the inside to the outside. What is this? What are we doing here? If you don't have stamina, how are you going to satisfy the girl?
I want to tell you something. It might be a little strange or too early to say. But I'm in love with you.
Raj, you don't even know me.
Yes, exactly. Very, very good observation.
I know I don't know you, but I'm just convinced. I'm just convinced deep down inside that I'm in love with you.
When?
And for me, that's all that is important. That's all that matters.
Woo! I'm flattered.
Woo! I'm flattered.
It's only what the heart feels, and that's what I feel.
Perhaps you might be thinking of just getting me into your bed. you know, as usual, boys think.
This can never be Future, okay, because his relationship with Sierra in real life completely different. Let me know.
Sierra, seriously? I love you.
Now, I want you to take note of how fast Raj fell in love with Sierra, because it's going to be a very, very important part of the story. It's going to come up again really, really soon. So yeah, they start dating. She takes Raj to go and meet her sister. Also, is that not Hakeem from Mentor One? Is that not that guy, the Kumasi guy?
And beloved in return is the only thing I desire.
Yeah, that's him. I guess the music didn't work out because reality shows are shit. And the next scene is where everything comes together. This is where things get really juicy. So yeah, Beyonce sees Raj in a shop, she's checking him out, and then she made history by becoming the first Ghanaian girl to approach a guy she likes in public.
Hi.
And then she solidified the stereotype that girls have no approaching or communication skills. They don't have any game because they never have to do it.
I really like what you're wearing, the cologne you're wearing. I could smell it all over.
I really like what you're wearing. So lame. What a lame opener. So they have this lame interaction where she says some more lame stuff.
My name is Beyonce. I'm President Bill's daughter. Hey, you're very cute, very handsome.
They exchange numbers, you know how it goes. And then the very next scene, he's in her house and they're holding hands.
For you to share. Come away with me.
Why are you entertaining Beyonce when you told Sierra that you want to be with her forever? Eh? Raj!
I must confess that you're very cute.
You are now confessing that he's cute. You said it already. Have you forgotten? Do you have a memory problem?
You're very cute.
I must confess that you're very cute. And I'm sure the ladies can't get off of you.
You got me blushing, yeah.
Testing got me blushing, yo.
But I'm not really the lady kind of guy, you know. I'm just down there, you know.
You know, I'm not really the lady type of guy, you know. I'm just down there licking.
But you are beautiful, ambitious, and what I really like about you is your intelligence.
And officially, Raj became the first ever sapiosexual man in Ghana. So they had that long, boring conversation. Raj goes back to Sierra, they go and shop and they are chilling and stuff like that. And then, you know, there's another scene where he's telling her all the things and how he wants to be with her forever, all that stuff.
The truth of the matter is, I do love you. Except I'm not sure what I should say or how I should say it. But I love you.
But you just said it. What do you mean you don't know what to say or how? You've just said it.
I promise that you will always be the one. Always. I say, I take this vow, crossing my heart, to death do us part.
Hey, oh boy, you're already saying wedding vows. Okay. More things happen. Beyonce goes to Raj's house, gives the mom money, gives the sister money, and so they fall in love with her.
This is $5,000.
$5,000? Thanks so much.
Raj goes back to Beyonce's house. She tells him that she loves him.
I think that I've fallen in love with you. Say something.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
So he tells her he's confused. He doesn't know what to do. He needs time to think about it.
I'm confused. I'm really shocked. Just give me some time to think, okay?
You know all the things that girls are expected to say and they usually say.
So, why did you bring me here?
Why did she bring you here into the bedroom? Are you really asking that question? See, in this movie, they made Van Vicker the girl. Van Vicker, everything he says is exactly what girls say. Like the thing he said about, oh, let me think about it, or why have you brought me over here? You know, that's the kind of thing that girls say. Now, remember we spoke about how fast this guy fell in love with Sierra and he was making forever promises and saying marriage vows when, you know, they're nowhere close. With that in mind, look at this scene.
To tell you that I love you.
I love you too.
That is the quickest I love you too I have ever heard. Was this not the same guy who like moments ago when they were outside was saying,
I don't really know, I have to think about it. I'm really confused. I have to give me some time.
Just give me some time to think, okay?
As soon as they got to the bedroom and he saw that pussy on a silver platter, he was like, listen, I am a man them, and a man them is always going to be the man them, especially when the pussy is presidential. When the pussy is presidential, a few back shots will shoot you ahead to the front of life. One good doggy session and you will be at the high table with the big dogs. So Raj realizes his stroke of luck with the president's daughter, goes on to put in some more strokes to secure his place at the high table. After telling Sierra that he was going to be with her forever and all that stuff. You know what's actually, Raj may actually be very similar to Future, who was Sierra's ex-boyfriend or husband. What were they doing? I mean, with Future, you can never tell. And with what Raj did to Sierra in this movie, I know that Future is proud. Future is somewhere right now watching this and he's saying,
sensational.
Side note, Omotola once said that Van Vicker is the best kisser she has had in a movie.
Who's your favorite male kisser?
Van Vicker.
You're a good kisser.
Oh yeah. My husband's gonna kill me for this.
And Van Vicker also said that he enjoys kissing Omotola more than anybody else. So we know that Nadia Buari over here in this scene is enjoying the kiss more than Van Vicker is enjoying it because Omotola is his favorite. What is this music? Why does it sound so inspirational? They're having sex. They have not reunited with their long-lost family or their long-lost dog called Lassie. So Beyonce and Raj continue to have their romance, and as part of the presidential pussy package, Beyonce buys Raj a car.
This is the This is the bomb.
So yes, he's chilling with this girl, Sierra, with the car he got from the other girl, Beyonce. And this is the part that baffles me the most.
I got it courtesy Beyonce.
Yeah, on.
Aren't you happy we have her?
He is stupid enough to be honest about it. Now listen, as a good boy myself, I'm all about honesty, okay? The word goodest is not in the dictionary because it was made for only me, alright? I'm the goodest boy you will find anywhere in the world. But when honesty becomes stupidity, that is where we draw the line.
But seriously, what does she want? Look, I'm scared. I don't feel comfortable with her around you.
There's nothing to be uncomfortable about. There's nothing to be uncomfortable. You're not going to lose me. Beyonce is a wealthy girl. And I'm her friend and she just decided to give me the car. Come on.
Yeah, it's just his friend and she decided to give him a car. I know so many guys have suffered from this format where your girl will suddenly get something expensive and you ask her, she's like,
oh, it's Mr. Jakpasu. Mr. Jakpasu is my friend. He just decided to give me this BMW. Yeah, because he's just a friend.
But like most girls, the flashy thing blinds her really quickly and she sits in the car and goes out with Raj to chill.
When you fall in love, you feel like missing pieces of puzzle that has been found. Life only makes sense when you know there's someone worth living for.
Oh my God, stop the speeches. She does this thing so many times in the movie.
Love is light. It is a force of life and it gives beyond compare. To love is to risk not being loved in return. To hope is to risk pain. To try is to risk failure. But you see, the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing.
To love is to look in the sky and to feel your blood frying your inner organs.
I just hope you know the way you're taken, because
so a couple more things happen. Beyonce tells her friends about Raj. She goes to meet Raj's family alone and then, gives them taxpayer money. Typical corruption.
Don't you worry yourself, Mom. I will talk to my father so he can reward you the contract.
Oh my God.
Yes, God bless our homeland Ghana. That thing actually happens in real life too.
I think you will make a good daughter-in-law.
And one thing I hate in movies is when they have to make one character completely stupid because that's the only way they can drive the story. It's just really lazy. And in this movie, Raj is the stupidest guy ever. Like, we've already spoken about some of the stupid things he has done, but this one might be the stupidest by far. He walks into the house, sees Beyonce, the presidential pussy he fucked, sitting over there with his mom.
Beyonce, it's a pleasant surprise. It's great to see you here.
He's over there with his real girlfriend, Sierra. I don't even know if I can say real girlfriend, but he's there with Sierra.
Sierra, this is Beyonce, the lady I told you about, who's been really, really, really kind to us.
Oh,
Say hi.
Hello. How are you? Fine.
Ciara here, I choose to call Sissy. She's my fiance.
Once again, I am the goodest boy you can find anywhere in the world. But if there's one thing every man has, it's a playboy chip, okay? It's a playboy chip that we all have in our head that lights up whenever it needs to. And we all know that if you are fucking two girls and they happen to meet each other, you don't introduce one as the fiancé to the other. Like, whatever you do, I don't know, because I'm a good boy. But I know what you don't do is to introduce and say, oh, hey.
This girl that I've already fucked, yeah, this is my fiancé. Yeah, this is the one that I want to marry. So yeah. What? But they do that in movies, a lot of movies from Hollywood to Bollywood. They do that because it's the easiest way to drive the story. It's a very lazy way of creating conflict. And so they just do that. Like in Hollywood movies where like one character is going to cheat on their wife or their husband and then they don't lock the door. Like 101, cheating 101, being a bad person 101, you always lock the door. But they don't do it because that's how to drive the story. And then the person, you know, you've seen those things.
Excuse us.
Obviously there's tension, the classic music is playing there. The strings. I made a video about Nigerian movies. Check it out. So come over here. Check it out. Where I spoke about those things. And this is the point where everything starts to go to the left for Beyonce because she's crazy in love and the guy doesn't like her back. Embrace yourself for more stupid things from Raj.
Yeah.
Look, Raj, for your information, I am very, very possessive and very, very jealous. What the hell was that introduction all about, huh? Who the hell do you take me for?
She's being honest, okay? She's letting you know her toxic traits. Very possessive and very, very jealous.
I'm ready to be desired by one man.
Beyonce, calm down. Why are we even having this conversation? I told you there was somebody in my life before you came on, so why are you acting like you don't know?
You're making me very, very green, okay? Oh! So I'm just some girl you can have sex with and walk out, right?
It's not like that.
For you, love is all about sex.
Honestly, I'm sorry. Okay, I had to do the introduction. I am truly sorry. I didn't mean it to come out like that.
Wait, you didn't mean it to come out like that? How did you mean for she's my fiancé to come out? Did you plan on saying something else but then different words came out of your mouth? Like right now as I'm saying this, but you can hear different words in your ears and my mouth is moving differently. Is that how you meant for it to happen?
I'm truly sorry.
It will never be a Ghanaian movie if they don't have a slap scene like this. I think they taught an entire generation that violence towards men is nothing wrong. More stupid stuff incoming.
You heard all she said?
I did.
Come on. Cece, I'm sorry. I had to sleep with her. She came on too strong, I couldn't resist.
I'm so sorry, Cece. I had to fuck her, okay?
I love you too.
She came so strong and she pinned me down with her very strong muscular arms. I couldn't do anything. I had to.
She came on too strong, I couldn't resist.
This you? This you? This you? This you? This you?
Even after all the promises I gave you,
I take this vow.
I had to. It was a must for me to sleep with her. Raddy.
I love you too.
At this point, there's trouble everywhere. Raj is fighting with his family because they want him to marry Beyonce because they want the contract from the government. He's fighting with Beyonce, obviously. He's also fighting with Ciara because, you know, he's fucking two girls and he was stupid enough to introduce them.
Because it's obvious that you don't even know what you want.
I do know what I want.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do know what I want. I've always known what I wanted. It's been very clear.
No, Raj, it has not been very clear. It wasn't clear when you said I love you too to Beyonce really fast. I don't know what clear is in your book. You must be the kind of guy who can drive in the rain without a wiper because you don't know what clear means. Raj's mom tries to convince him to marry Beyonce because Beyonce has a lot of money. Once again, they made him a female. Like that's the kind of thing that moms would say to their daughters. But you know, in this case, Raj is the girl.
Aren't you lucky to have Beyonce, President Bill's daughter, the heirs to a multi-million business, investments and estate dying for you?
Mother, I'm sorry to spoil your morning, but Saraya is the person I love. She's the one I want to be with.
Wait, who is Saraya? I know Ciara, But I've not heard of Saraya in the whole movie. Who is that?
Saraya is the person I love.
I know he made a mistake. He wants to say Sierra and says Saraya, but it feels like they could have fixed it easily because at this point when he said it, the camera was not showing him, so you couldn't see his mouth movement. So they could have just overdubbed, you know, the audio and then fixed the whole thing. They didn't do it, so he says Saraya. So we'll take it as if Saraya is another girl that is fucking. Even Raj's best friend is trying to advise him to marry Beyonce, and then he says some dumb shit.
Raj, your significance is not in your similarity to another, but rather in your points of difference from another.
What? Can somebody explain that to me in the comments below? I don't know what the fuck Hakeem is saying.
See, Raj, the significance of any relationship is measured by its contributions to your priorities.
Your priorities. Bro, Hakeem, you should have just stayed in mentor, okay? You shouldn't have come to act. What is this?
All it's in that.
For that point, honest, the movie spends like 30 minutes just showing the conflict between Beyonce and Sierra and the mom.
Your friendship with him has become an injury on the face. Are you aware he's engaged?
And Beyonce will go to her house to go and harass her over there. They'll meet in Raj's house and then they'll insult Sierra. That was like the movie for like 30 straight minutes.
Thank God you arrived at the peak of it all. But I want you to know that I might be an orphan. Poor and wretched.
Did you say you're an orphan, poor and wretched? Because those earrings look very, very shiny to me, okay? Maybe you bought them as counter, I know, but still. You must be a very DB orphan. I mean, if you're an orphan, you don't have a father to be that about, but you know, you understand what I'm saying.
Poor and wretched, but my love is my wealth.
Sierra, what does that mean?
Yes, Sierra, explain. What do you mean by you're an orphan but your love is your wealth? Explain. We don't understand, please. Does she mean her love is the way she's going to get rich, like she's going to use her love to get money?
The total way.
Or does she mean the love is going to make her feel rich and fulfilled in her soul? I don't know.
Somebody tell me what happened here.
Raj, sit down. We have a vista.
If you dare walk out of this house, don't think of coming back again.
So yeah, that whole thing goes on for way too long. The movie could have been 30 minutes shorter without all the back and forth and all that, you know, Raj, Beyonce, Sierra conflicts.
It's enough. I don't want to see you around my son anymore.
By the way, just a tip for girls out there. If you like a guy and the mom and the sister don't like you and you decide to continue with that guy, you deserve all the misery you get because it's not going to work out, okay? Like in any family, when those two forces come together against you, are not going to win, especially in African families. You are done. So young girls 18, 19, yeah, just keep that in mind, okay? The mom and the sister don't like you. It's not going, don't even do it. If he has money, maybe chop the money and go away. But Sierra is stupid because she's chilling with Raj again in a shop, and then Beyonce comes over there with her friends, and another pointless scene. And then they come out of the shop and drive away in the car that Beyonce bought for him. This guy's shameless, like completely shameless. They get to this crazy point where Beyonce offers her $10,000 to leave her boyfriend alone, which...
This is $10,000. I want you to take this and leave my boyfriend alone.
$10,000? Are you crazy? That's nothing. It's a lot of money for something else, but to leave the love of your life is nothing. And then in that same scene, this happens. Oh my goodness, what the fuck is this? So the whole thing builds up to this one scene over here, which is like the climax of the whole movie. It's a month later, Beyonce has now become a single lady. And so just like people do when they love somebody, she sends guys to go and abuse Raj and Sierra.
What's wrong with you? What kind of life is that?
They try to break Raj's legs and then the other guy pours acid on Sierra's face. Because ironically for Beyonce in this movie, Raj is irreplaceable.
Never ever find a man like you.
So yeah, Sierra's face is fucked up from the acid, and it's really, really sad. But we have to move on because Sierra was dumb. I mean, what else can you say? She had it coming.
Doctor, what is this?
In all my years as a practicing medical doctor, I have never been this emotional or touched.
Doctors see people die all the time. This one is the one that's going to touch you.
I'll personally make sure that he gets all the treatment he requires. But this hospital is actually one of my investments. I own it.
Yeah, your son is in pain on the bed, but I have to tell you that I own the hospital, so he'll be fine. So the final scene is Beyonce admitting the crime to be Sierra and her sister, which is very stupid.
This is disgusting. I forgive you. I warned you, Sierra. but you played dumb. So I decided to teach you a little lesson.
But then she makes her an offer saying that she'll pay millions of dollars or cedis, whatever, to do a facial reconstruction for her so that she'll have a different identity and she will not be in their lives anymore, so that she can have Raj all to herself.
I'm sure if you're given a second chance, you stay far away from a desperate woman and her man. I will still make you that offer. I will send you to another clinic, spend millions of money for you to have a face surgery. In that, you would have new looks, different face, and different identity.
Life so unfair, so unfeeling.
Yeah, hallelujah, to God be the glory. That song became one of the most classic soundtracks in Ghanaian movies. And that leads to the part 2 of the movie, where in the part 2, the facial reconstruction had already been done, and Jackie Appiah, who plays Sierra, had turned to Yvonne Okoro. And there's a whole part 2 of the movie, which is just a different kind of crazy. Let me know if you want me to do the part 2 in the comments below, and I'll probably do it.